Okay, sound check for Mike McAdam.
Get out of my video! Yeah. Hey, this is Mike McAdam for Gen X Guitar. Today we're going to talk about pick thickness and why it is the ultimate guitar tone hack. So as guitar players, we spend a ton of time trying to figure out how to get our sound together. You know, we're worried about this pickup and this amp and this cable and this thing and that thing. And does it matter? I don't know. But I will tell you one thing. I remember reading an article in Guitar Player magazine in the 90s, and it talked about, especially in the studio, the thickness of pick makes a massive difference on your sound. And I knew that at the time, but really investigating it further, it really makes a huge difference. So if it's something that you haven't taken a look at, today we're going to take a look at, and you can hear some of the differences in the different ways that these picks affect the instrument. So this is the first time we've had an acoustic guitar, and maybe the last time we'll have an acoustic guitar on this channel. This is my Taylor 414 that I've had since 2003. And this guitar is great because it records really well, and it has a brighter, Taylor-y type of sound that fits really well in a lot of pop rock tracks. But like I was saying before, I think it's going to really accentuate the differences with the different picks I'm going to use today. So I'm going to do 4 different setups today. I'm going to use a thin pick, a medium pick, a heavy pick, and a super heavy pick. And then maybe we'll just do some fingerstyle just for a comparison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these same examples, and this is going to be with a Fender thin pick. We'll start off with this one. Here we go. So this thin pick has an airier sound that sounds really good for acoustic guitars, but what type of acoustic playing? It may not sound as good for another style depending on what you're doing. So of course, each instrument, each situation is going to vary. And this is with a medium Dunlop pick. This is the same diameter as a Fender medium. Here we go. Anyway, I find that a medium pick is the great kind of do-everything guitar pick. It will sound airy enough for strummy passages, but has enough fullness to play single note lines, etc. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to a heavy pick. So again, I'm going to use a Dunlop pick that is a little thicker than the one I just used, and that is going to sound like this. So that's a little coarser sounding. It starts to get into the territory of, for that type of acoustic playing, it wouldn't be my first choice. But I found recently that I have been using heavier picks with certain instruments because, again, the way that instrument responds is going to interact with the type of pick thickness that you use. And I found the tautness of a heavier or super heavy pick really helped for that guitar. The last pick I'm going to use is going to be a super heavy Dunlop pick, and these are very coarse sounding, but with some electric guitars in particular, I really like to use them because there's no flex in the pick. So if you're playing a lot of alternate picking, or you're doing pick scrapes and you don't want the pick to be ruined at all, this is perfect for you. So we're going to try this with the acoustic guitar. It goes like this. So for this situation, this pick definitely doesn't do it for me. But again, we're using an acoustic guitar, so we're going to just present what we have. But you will find different picks work for different situations. And given how inexpensive they are, they make a massive difference as far as what your guitar sounds like. And I'm just going to try this finger style right now just to hear the difference. And we'll give you an idea of how much sharper each example sounded with the pick. So sometimes if I really want a different sound, and I'm going to share some real trade secrets here, I use a camera battery. Now, these are a little expensive. They're definitely more expensive than the typical guitar pick, but check out the tone on this. It's pretty sick. If I flip it over, it's different. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so we tried some different picks. Hopefully you heard a difference, and if you haven't experimented with this too much, try it out. It's not just a grip preference or what you like in your hand. See how your instrument is responding to it, or how much different it sounds when you use different thickness of picks. I know when I do recording sessions, I always bring as many different styles of picks as possible, because often it will make a huge difference just using a different pick. Anyway, if you have experimented with this and have any comments, please leave them below. If you are already subscribed to our content, thank you for being subscribed. We really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It allows us to keep making these videos, which I'm sure everyone loves. In the meantime, that's all I have for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching Gen X Guitar.